You're about to learn over a dozen different services that you can do in your own personal chef business, besides regular old weekly meal prep services, even though that always is and will be my #1 fave. Hey there, Chef Shelly here. This channel is for passionate home cooks who want to get paid to do what they love. I've had a successful personal chef business for over 15 years, and I help passionate cooks just like you start your own personal chef business so you can get paid to do what you love. If that's something you're interested in, then you'll want to be sure to subscribe and click that little notification bell so that you never miss a video I put out every Saturday. All right, so without further ado, let's dive in to over a dozen, as a matter of fact, 15 different services that you can offer in your personal chef business. So, #1, romantic dinner parties for two. This is a great service to offer, especially if you're just starting out with your personal chef business for a bunch of reasons. First of all, you could 100% do it by yourself. It's just a dinner for two, so it's not going to kill you with the amount of planning or the amount of work. Now, the downside is that there's not as much profit maybe as doing some other services, but still, the romantic dinner for two is a great place, especially when you're just starting out. #2, the seated dinner party. This is the same concept, only for more people, so generally there's more profit. This is where you help your client plan a dinner party for 4, 6, 8, 10, however many people that you can generally handle on your own, maybe with the support of just one other person, for a plated dinner where you prepare it in the kitchen, plate it, and serve it to them. Usually it'll involve multiple courses, at least a starter or salad, the main, and then a dessert, or whatever the client wants. So that is #2. #3 is the small event buffet style catering. So this can be for more people, but again, if you want to keep it simple in your personal chef business, especially when you're just starting out, trying to get that experience, you'll want to make sure that it doesn't entail so much work that you're going to need to have a bunch of other people helping you. When you're new, it can be a challenge enough to get all the planning done, all the cooking done, and the buffet done without having to boss around some other people who have no idea what they're doing. Because let me tell you, getting it from your head out your mouth to someone else who doesn't know what they're doing when you're really busy can be a challenge. That's a skill in and of itself. So, any small event buffet catering that you think you can handle, since it's all going to be out and you won't have to deal so much with the service as you will just the preparation and the setup. That is a great service to offer in your personal chef business. #4, a party tray, appetizer spread, grazing table kind of thing. Now this is sort of simple to a buffet, but instead of focusing on a whole meal, you're just focusing on starters. So even though for you the service side is going to be a little similar to a buffet dinner party, this is more of a set it and forget it kind of a deal. So this can even be an easier place to get started. Plus, it is widely marketable to a bunch of different type events that aren't necessarily just for a dinner. Anything like showers, luncheons, cocktail parties, and that stuff. Next, #5, I think we're on. I'm totally gonna lose track of my notes here. #5 is private cooking lessons. This can be something like you in their home, one-on-one with them. If you want to get really fancy, you can try to do online. But most people are going to want that personal chef touch of having you actually in their home with them. It's super exciting and something that people really want to pay for, to get that one-on-one support, hands-on, where they can just ask their questions and really learn the lesson. That is a great service to offer. #6 is a cooking demonstration style. So in a cooking demo, you're standing up in front of people. It could just be a few people or a bajillion people. They could be at a seated luncheon, like a mom's day out type of event, or it can be a larger group that you're doing a demonstration for, and you're up front cooking. That's a great service to offer. Number 7 is group classes. Now this one's a little bit more advanced, but I want to include it in here because I've done them and they are just so much fun. Something perfect that this works for is like either a family get-together or a corporate team building. And what you do is you arrange the cooking lesson around having each group do something like a part of the cooking or one course in the dinner, but you have to have all the planning, all the instructions done, and be able to explain to each group separately what their role is, how they all come together. So a lot more goes into this on your end as far as a teaching lesson than you just doing like a cooking demonstration or even working with someone one-on-one where you have all your attention just focused there. So this is definitely more of an advanced lesson, but super fun. Number 8, custom vacation packages. This can be a great thing to offer if you're in an area that has a lot of tourists, snowbirds, or Airbnb rentals, and you can put together any kind of package you want. It could include some sort of meal prep, it could include their grocery shopping, it could include a romantic dinner. You could package a whole bunch together and price it that's appealing to them for when they're coming in, and market this through reaching out to those B&B owners or however you can do it in your area. But that's just something to think about, is that for you it would be more services for one client at the same time, like a package, which is really fun to do. Number 9. This is the same. It's more of a short-term package deal, but it can be fun to offer, and that's something limited like a Whole30 deal. You could market a Whole30 package of meal prep where it's just for the length of 30 days or however long they're wanting to do this, or a cleanse or something like that. And that can be a fun, different type of package to offer. Next is holiday ingredient prep. This one's a little different because you wouldn't even actually be doing the cooking, but that can make it a lot easier for you to really sell a lot of them around the holidays. And it can be for any type of holiday that really centers around cooking, whether it's Thanksgiving, Christmas, Hanukkah, absolutely anything. Sometimes people don't even want to have the food ahead and have to reheat it. They want to have the pleasure of cooking it themselves, but maybe not necessarily doing all the beat down of the prep. So that can be a good service for you to offer. Number 12, new kitchen setup. If part of your marketing plan is to work with realtors, it can be a great thing to offer them a discounted weekly meal service for them to give as a gift to their new homeowners when you know that it's an affluent enough area that they could be potential clients. So this is kind of a twofer on this one. We'll call this 12A and B. So 12B is you can market to new homeowners, new kitchen setup. You can fully stock their kitchen, their pantry with their dry goods. They might even be coming in and need basic utensils, pots, pans, everything. And you have that experience of knowing exactly what it takes to get a basic level kitchen up and running for cooking. That can be a great service to market. Again, a little different because you're not really cooking, but it might be something that really appeals to you. Number 13, I think I've gotten out of order, kitchen organization. This again can be a great service to offer to homeowners, a complete kitchen reorganization. Go through their pantry, throw out everything that's expired, because we all have totally expired stuff lurking back at our pantry. Every once in a while, I try to stay really on top of it, and I'll find something that got shoved to the back, that you buy for that one recipe and then never use again, and it sits back there and you're like, Oh yeah, gosh, this was a couple months ago. And you look and it's like 2019, 2006, whatever. No judgment, it happens. So a complete kitchen organization. You go through the pantry, clean it out, stock them up with fresh spices, go through all their pots and pans and their utensils, maybe do an inventory, get rid of broken stuff, tell them what they need. And again, this one can be great for someone who's already in an environment or coming into maybe a situation of living together with someone else where they want to just start fresh. All right, I'm going to call this one 13 just so I end at 15, which I said was. We'll just pretend like you got a couple bonuses in here that I've thrown in too, as I start thinking of even more and more. So, grocery shopping. Again, this is a little different because you're not actually doing the cooking, but God knows you are an absolute pro at ordering and or store shopping. So you can absolutely market that as a service where you're handling grocery shopping for people. Now this could really appeal to people, even though they can do their own online shopping, if they like that service of having someone know exactly what they want so they don't have to deal with talking to them at the moment they're doing the shopping. If they want to have a relationship with someone so that you know if they're out of this to get this, things like that, that can be a great service for someone, especially if you already have those regular meal prep clients that you're doing work for. They might want an end of week grocery one that they'd rather have you do. So that's something that you can offer. Number 14, meal planning. This can be a great service to offer, especially if you are an expert in a specific niche that people want and they might not be experienced in and might need a lot of help with, but they want to do their own cooking. So meal plans like this could be either for a new diet they want to do, like keto or Mediterranean, or it could be something like they're doing, needing to get healthier and they want to start counting macros, but that could be very overwhelming and it can be a great place to start with meal plans for a few months, or even to someone who's having to start a new diet for a severe health issue, like they've been diagnosed as celiac. You can only buy so many frozen dinners before you're like, dear God, I just need some healthy, unfrozen, regular food. And they want to cook for themselves. So writing meal plans for the specific diet too that you can offer is a fantastic service. And finally, number 15, and this is definitely more advanced, but you can offer recipe development for companies or blogs or any avenue really that wants recipes. You can even submit your original recipes to your local magazines. Now that might not get you paid work, but it will get you some fantastic PR for your personal chef service. So there you go. That is over even because I threw in those couple random bonuses as I lost track of what I was doing, services that you can offer in your personal chef business. So which ones appeal to you the most? Is it doing those formal multi-course sit-down dinners, or is it more of like a fun, energetic party with a buffet and maybe you helping them with a signature cocktail or something? Or do you really have that drive to teach people, teach them how to cook the basic fundamentals, or teach them to cook for a new diet that they're going to have to be doing for their nutritional needs and their health? Really, sit down, treat yourself to something special to eat, and really dig deep into what would you most enjoy doing. But a word of caution, I have given you a lot of options right now. And if you're anything like me, probably 12 out of 15 sound absolutely fantastic. And you know that you could totally do those and nail it. I highly encourage you to just focus on a few services, like 3 or even only 1. As a matter of fact, this is exactly what I teach my students inside the Personal Chef Business Academy. Because the more you have to market, the more you have to explain each service you do, the less efficient you're going to be at promoting each offering, especially if you're limited on time, and who isn't, right? So really try to dial yourself in, focus on just one until you get established, or maybe up to 3. But do not get yourself overwhelmed in telling someone that you can do all 15, 16, 17 services like this, because all that's going to do is overwhelm people, and that kind of mind can't make a decision, and you want them to make the decision to hire you so that you can get paid to do what you love. Because I'm telling you, the clients are out there.